Hi guys, welcome to the stream. Oh, you probably can't hear me. Can you hear me? I guess not. Alright, let me know when you guys can hear me. I'm fixing some things on my end. Remove. Can you guys hear me now? But you can't see me. Oh, great. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties. Aha! I think we got it working. Can you see me now? Oh, great. Okay, I'm going to end it and then I'm going to come back. Alright, hopefully I fixed the issue. Hopefully. I'm not sure though. Am I still going? Oh, yay! Okay, so you can see me. Good. Let me fix a couple things on my end. Oh, good. Okay. Hi, Marvelous! Welcome, guys. It's live, so you know we're bound to have some kind of issue. Oh well, right? What's she gonna do? But as long as you guys can hear me like just fine and see me just fine, just keep that up. If anything changes, let me know. I'm still kind of working out with this new broadcasting software, so I'm not sure. Sometimes it's kind of complicated, but I have a lot of things that I want to talk to you guys about, so I'm going to pull up the chat and just make sure that everything's looking good. Okay, so I think you guys, everything's going good. Yes, okay. Anyway, so I have some PR stuff that I want to share with you. I have some stuff from the video I did yesterday, the beach collection. I didn't actually swatch, so I really wanted to make sure that there were a couple things that I swatched for you guys. I also want to share what I got during the Sephora VIB sale. And then, if that's not too much, I also want to share with you guys my foundation collection, because you guys are saying that you want to see my makeup collection, and I am kind of overwhelmed by how much makeup I have. Like, it's a lot. So, I figure we'll just do them during these live sessions, because then I don't have to worry about making the video too long, because, you know, these are supposed to be long. But I hope you guys are having a good weekend, you know, a good Sunday. I hope that you've had some time to just, like, chill, relax before your week starts. Also, don't forget, you know, like, definitely this is the time for us to just, like, hang out. So don't be shy. Say hi when you can, you know. I'm paying attention to the chat, so just let me know if you have any questions about anything. I'm happy to answer them. Okay, so let's start with a couple things that I want to show you. The first thing is I have some highlighters from Laura Mercier that they did send me in PR, and I kind of wanted to show them to you guys, swatch them, and compare. They're not like brand spanking new, but they are, what is it called? It's their face illuminators. So I've got about 4 shades of those, and I think I might have seen this in Sephora. So this shade right here, look at this. I mean, this is like, it's everything. Golden everything. It's called, the shade is called Seduction, and I want to swatch it for you guys. And Ooh, it's a beautiful, beautiful golden color. You guys can see that right there. So even though it looks super dark, that's kind of nice actually, right? I think so. And then there's another one. So this is like the darkest one that they have. And then this next one here is called Addiction. So this is more of a golden one, like compared to this one, you know. Actually, I should probably compare the two compacts right here. So that's the difference in shades. And this one, Addiction, let's swatch this one. First of all, I like the press that they have in here. Even when you swatch them, it doesn't, you know, change the press that they have. But look at these two colors. They're cute. This one's a bit too yellow for me. I did mix this one and this one together in the pan the last time that I used them. So, I mean, nicely, but I think next time I'll just use this one, Seduction. I like the formula. They're very nice. And what else do we got over here? The next one is Indiscretion. I like these names that they've got going on here. I don't think that this is necessarily for me, but I could use this as like a body highlight. It's really nice. Let me see. And we got 4 people up in the chat. I've seen 2 of you guys. Who are the other 2 watching? Say hi. So this one kind of actually on camera, it looks a little bit ashier than it actually is. But it's more of like a peachy kind of shade. But I would use that on my body. And then this one right here, okay, obviously not practical for me. Because like, look how white it is. But still think it's pretty. I think for the right person, that right shade, like if you're really in that paler / fair category, this one will be nice for you. This one's called Devotion. So they're nice, right? Like, I think they have a nice shade range. I don't know the price per highlight. They didn't tell me, but I'm pretty sure that you can look it up, obviously, on Sephora or their website. And they also, in their little set, they have this little fan brush, but I cannot get it out. Come on. Ah, here we go. Oh, this is an interesting little shape. You know what, though? I do have to say, I'm not really a big fan of fan brushes for my highlight because I always feel like when I use these, I put on too much. There are some makeup sales going on right now. I believe, I'm going to pull up my phone, but I believe that Pat McGrath has a makeup sale, and it's 20% off, and oh my gosh, it's 20% off until I think it's May 4th. So if you guys are into Pat McGrath, then I think that that's going to be like a really cool thing. If you like her palettes, let me see. She's got like those like 6-pan palettes. They're expensive. I don't know. I go like back and forth on them. They're like $55 each. But yeah, you get 20% off. You have to use the code LABLOVE20. I just found this like online, so it's not like sponsored or whatever. But I figured since we're here, we might as well talk about it, right? Macy's is having a 15% off sale on beauty, and you use the code FRIEND. Things about their skincare, and Kate Somerville has 20% off with the code 20FAM18. So yeah, there you go, right? Some cool stuff. I always love saving some money, so you can't go wrong with that. It looks like everything is still looking good on the live, and I wonder if I can get my little mic to work. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I think it's working. Anyway, so next up, I wanted to do some swatches. Ugh. I had to get my paper towels so that I can wipe off swatches when I need to. So I wanted to do some swatches of the Beached palette. This is the one that I showed you guys the other day from Urban Decay. And if you want like more detailed stuff, you can definitely check out my review video. It's on my channel. And so this is what she looks like right here. She's a beauty. I really love the color selection that she has going on. But I wanted to show you guys because I haven't really seen swatches on deeper skin tones elsewhere. So when I forgot to add that to the video, I was like, oh, damn. But this is the shade Salt right here. So this is more of like a brow bone highlight, your inner corner kind of highlight, that kind of stuff. And then next up on the list, we've got Blaze. And here's this one. So let me just show you what it looks like in the pan. This is it in the pan, and then this is it on my arm. So they look pretty similar, kind of like a goldeny, like peachy kind of color. And the next one, gotta make sure I don't have anything on those fingers, is called Heat Wave. This is one of my favorite colors, and I really love the formula, you guys. It's so buttery. Like, look at that. So beautiful. That's Heat Wave. Also, I do want to say something quickly. Somebody, one of you guys told me that the palette's actually available, like, it's on sale, like now, which is cool. Also, I'm seeing that the stream is buffering. What's going on here? All right, give me 1 second. I think that I need to do some things to fix this up because I don't want to see any buffering going on. I want you guys to have, like, obviously really great quality of stream. It looks like everything's all right. Let me see. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah. I don't know why it's buffering. Is it just my internet? Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? I guess it must be fine. Maybe I'm the one who's tripping. But from my end, it just kind of didn't look right. Okay, so it looks good. Thank you, Angel Micah. I appreciate that. On my end, it looked like it was buffering, so I was like freaking out. But anyway, let's continue with the swatching. Okay, so this one is the only matte shade in the palette. It's called Daybreak. It looks so pretty. And I feel like, you know, if you just decide wherever you're going, if you're going on vacation or whatever, or you only want to use one palette, this is a matte shade that goes super well with a lot of the other looks. But it's not like super basic, like a regular brown that, you know, everybody has. So this is it right there, Daybreak. And as you can see, like if you want to do a classic, like coppery toned, red coppery toned look, that would be really good with that. And yeah, what else? Ooh, okay, so this one is my favorite. Look at this one right here. It's called 16th Street. And I mean, it's like a classic copper. Maybe you already have this. But I just feel like it looks so beautiful. And you can combine it with any of these shades. And it's going to be such a nice, nice combination. So it really blends super buttery. But look at that. Doesn't it look nice? I think it looks nice. Cute. It's like really bright, especially on deeper skin tones. I feel like it's going to look really nice. Okay, so moving on. Now we got the, oh my gosh, I always seem to forget my makeup removers whenever I sit down here. I was so caught up with my technical difficulties that I forgot. The next one is a double dip, and this is that first lid shade that I used in the video. And it is really bright. Like, look at that. They're going to be able to see you. And then we've got Plunge, which is another beautiful one. Okay. Oh, actually, I didn't get enough. There we go. Do it some justice. So it's like a deeper, like aqua kind of thing, and these two paired so nicely in the video from yesterday. I really loved that look. And I went out later afterwards, and I got so many, like, you know, people were looking at my makeup. They knew it was bomb. So this one is called Wedge. You can see it here. And that's just like a really nice shimmery brown color. What I love about this is there aren't any like chunks of glitter in it. It's just like a beautiful sheen. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are the swatches if you guys wanted to see them. Hi Danielle. Danielle says, I love your channel. Thank you. And I really appreciate that you're here and you're watching. So yeah, I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. I'm always so like, I always feel like every time I upload a video, I'm like, well, what if nobody watches? So I'm always really surprised when people do. But I'm glad that you like my channel. Thank you. So also the other things that I want to swatch for you guys were the two eyeliners. So they're part of the 24/7 glide-on pencils, and they really last. Like, they don't budge. I'm really particular with my eye pencils because I don't like it when they kind of like start budging. And if you've ever seen somebody who wears black eyeliner that's not like smudge proof or waterproof, like it doesn't look good. So this one you guys saw in the video, but I'm going to swatch them side by side so you guys can see. And this is actually a really pretty yellow color. It's called Gold Mine. So nice. And I find that it is very pigmented because I love wearing yellows, but it has to be a super pigmented yellow. You know what I mean? Especially for my skin tone. And then the other one, this one is Lucky. It's kind of like a coppery, like red kind of color. And I have a bunch of these little 24/7 glide-on eye pencils, and they last a long time. So yeah, that's what they look like together. They're really cute. Next up, I want to show you guys what I got during the Sephora VIB sale. And I mean, you know what? Oh, damn it. I forgot to get the one, well, the biggest purchase that I made. It's in my bathroom right now. I'll just tell you guys. It's the Tatcha Water Cream Moisturizer. It's the one in the like aqua, like the little like greenish bluish bottle, and it's like the original moisturizer. They have another one that's a moisturizer in the white bottle, but this one's made for oily and oily combination skin, and I liked the original one in the white bottle that I got, but I found that I could only use it at night because it really made me like super greasy, and then I switched to that one, the water cream. You know what I will say, it is a pricey, you know, thing, so unless you're into skincare or you're into Tatcha, you know, you can always get a sample at Sephora if you just want to try it out. But I like it so much more because it doesn't make me greasy. Like, I wore it today, and this is, I mean, obviously the end of the evening kind of time, so my skin is naturally greasy, but I like it, and it pairs really well with, if I have it right here, the Tatcha, what is it? The Silk Canvas Primer. And one of my main things that I switched, oh good, you can still see and hear us. Great, thank you, Rhea. So one of my main things is I was using the Silk Canvas Primer, and you see I put this little thing in there. And I was starting to get that pilling, you know what I mean? If you guys saw my video, I was having a lot of trouble with that, but I still love the way that it made my makeup look. And somebody was telling me, one of you guys in the comments, that they were watching the QVC segment, and they said if you get the pilling, it's because you're using some kind of silicone ingredient in your skincare, and it's not reacting well with the primer. So I was like, oh, okay, like what can I do to change this? And I'm pretty sure that whatever had silicone was in my moisturizer. So I switched to a water-based moisturizer and just made sure on the days that I wear this primer that, you know, I don't use any silicone products. And it seems to be working out really well. So yeah, that's my little discovery with this guy. Moving on to what else I got in the VIB sale. I got this Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. So let me read to you what it does. It's a replenishing elixir of pure essential oils and distilled botanicals to visibly restore the appearance of skin by morning. So it's supposed to kind of help with your complexion, texture, fine lines, you know, like evening out your complexion, that kind of stuff. And I've heard so many people talk about it. If you go on the Sephora website, they say, like, there's so many good reviews, basically. So I was like, okay, I can't go wrong. And now is a great time to save money. And, you know, I have to say, I've used this, like, twice since I got it. And I don't think it's for my skin. I've noticed that when I have used it, I start to get a lot of texture, like a lot of pimples. So, again, who's saying again? Again about what, Rhea? I'm confused. Elaborate for me, please, and then I'll answer your question. But anyway, yeah, so this thing has not been that great for me. I'm not going to give up on it yet. I'm going to give it a couple more tries, you know, because part of me was like, well, what if I'm like purging? Like maybe there's just something in my pores and this is bringing it to the surface, you know? So I'm going to try it out. I think I might have to return it, honestly, if it doesn't work out for me, because, look, this was expensive. I mean, this thing better, like, make me look like I'm 12 again. So yeah, we'll see about that. Also, moving on to brushes, so I've been looking for a good highlighting brush, and I got the Pro Highlight, and it's a Sephora brand brush. I really like the Sephora brand brushes. If you haven't tried it, they're really good. I have a couple of theirs. It's like a little bit too far for me to reach, but they're really great. And this one is called the Pro Highlights number 98. So if you guys have ever seen, Anastasia Beverly Hills has a really, really good highlighting brush that everybody loves. But when I went to go read reviews on it, they were saying, oh man, you know, like when you go wash it, it sheds a lot. And I guess, I don't know why it sheds actually. So I was like, well, what's the point of spending all that money and the brush is shedding? That's one of my pet peeves about brushes. I hate it when they shed. So they were saying that this one is a good alternative because it places the highlight and you can control it a bit more, and it doesn't shed. So I haven't experienced any shedding. It's easy to clean. I can really, if I just want to pick up a little bit of highlight, like, you know, in the pan, then it's like really good for that. Because some brushes, you just dab it in there and it picks up a lot. And you're like, whoa. That's not what I was trying to do, you know. So yeah, that was just me. I was looking for a really great highlighting brush and I found it. Again, it's the Sephora number 98 brush. It's the Pro Highlight. So yeah, check it out. You know, like I'm trying to expand my brush collection because I have a lot of like Morphe drugstore brushes. Yeah. I have like a few other random ones, but most of the ones I have are like really affordable. And after a while, I mean, it's good for when you're first starting, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to invest a lot of money in those brushes. But then after a while, like you wash them a lot, they start to shed and just kind of like deteriorate. So I'm trying to kind of slowly incorporate like better quality brushes. Just because, you know, I wash my brushes a lot, because obviously for what I do, I use makeup brushes a lot. So I need something that can kind of like, you know, hold its own. But switching over to what else I got the Kat Von D. This is the contour brush. So as you guys can see, it's really kind of like got that domed shape here, and it's pointed so you can, like I use this for my cream contour, and I like to like it enables me to place it and also blend it out really well. And if I can find, oops, I want to compare it for you guys to the foundation brush. So the foundation brush, this is my foundation brush, it's dirty, but you guys can see they have similar shape, but this one is a bit more rounded at the edges to enable that seamless blending, but I still like that it's got that pointed, you guys can see that pointed tip right here. So you could even use this for nose contour if you wanted to. So you can really get precise with this. I think Kat Von D brushes are like some of my favorite brushes because they are, well, they're cruelty free if that's something that you're interested in, but I feel like I can use them, I can abuse them, I can clean them, I can be rough with them, but they don't lose their shape and they don't shed on me. Thank goodness, because I can't stand that. But also, like, they're just kind of like cool looking and sleek, and they do the job really well. I've had this, was it the foundation brush? No. I've had, oh my gosh, I've had her setting brush. I've had her setting brush here for like 2 years almost, and it's like brand new still. I got the foundation brush in January, and it's been doing me right. So I was like, okay, you know, slowly I'm just gonna keep getting more and more of her brushes. Like, they're so good. Okay, so I told you about those brushes. Also, ooh, okay, so I got the Lily Lashes. It's their collab with Sephora, and I got the style Miami. Now, I mean, this is the second pair of Miami lashes that I got. This is like my backup. Here's the thing, Lily Lashes are expensive. They're like almost $30 per pair. I know, it's crazy, I know. And at first I was like, I'm never gonna buy that. And then I was like, slowly, I just kept seeing other people wear them, and I was like, but they're so beautiful. Let me try them. So I have one pair that I ordered. Oh my gosh, I cannot, oh, it's right in front of me. So these are the ones that I'm currently using. They're not the brand new ones, but I ordered these off of Amazon. They are so nice, and I totally see why they are so expensive, because I think, are they mink? Either they're mink or they're full mink, something like that. But they're so light. Sometimes what I don't like is with dramatic lashes like this, the band can be really heavy, so you put it on, and like, I already have hooded eyes, so the fact that they like just make your eyes kind of appear smaller, I'm like, shoot, you know, by the end of the night, if I'm tired, it's gonna make me look crazy. But they do really feel light for a dramatic lash. So if you're wondering if you want to try them or not, or special occasion lashes, those are really good. Also, oh, okay, so Danielle asks, I'm just seeing your question, have you tried her Lock-It foundation? And that's the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. Yes, that was like the first, one of the first, maybe it was like the second foundation I ever tried, and I hated it. I hated it. I was probably like 26, 27 at the time, and it literally sank into all my lines. Lines I didn't even know that I had were visible. Like, I don't know, it just wasn't very flattering on me. I've heard a lot of people who are really oily like it, but I'm oily combination, so the areas that are kind of normal to dry, it looked horrible. And I also tried the concealer, and the concealer was not my type of jam at all. I gave the concealer away, actually, but I do love her brushes. She says, I heard good things about those lashes. I think someone said they found them at TJ Maxx. You can find them at TJ Maxx? I gotta keep my eyes open, because, I mean, they're beautiful, and you can reuse them. Like, I've worn them 3 times, and they look brand new, as long as you take care of them. But if I could find them at TJ Maxx, you know, I would love that. So these are bomb. Anyway, moving on. Ooh, okay. So I wanted to show you guys. So, okay, have you guys heard of the Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf perfume? So I love perfumes. I'm like a little collector of perfumes, but I kind of find it hard to talk about on YouTube because it's like, you guys can't smell it with me. You know, I want you guys to smell it with me. But because I ordered so much stuff and I have so many points, I got this little thing. But I'm thinking, oh my gosh. The one thing I don't like about these little bottles is that they don't include a little spray. So it's literally like it could just fall out. It's an open bottle. Or, you know, the cap thing is open. But I'm really excited that I got a little trial size of this because I've been wanting to try it out, but I didn't want to splurge on like the whole bottle. But a lot of people were saying how much they love this. I know Kathleen Lights and who else? Alyssa Ashley said that she loved this. And I've been wanting to try it for years. So it was a really, really good excuse to try them. Also, I gotta tell you guys, I might have mentioned this before, so I can't remember. Forgive me if I repeat myself. I got the Milani translucent setting powder. And it's the medium to deep. And it's in the shade 02. So, let me see. Let me just make sure that I can show you guys and I don't want to spill the whole thing. But I used it in a recent video and I used it then for the first time, but I'm actually really impressed. So you guys can see the color. I use it like under my eyes, kind of like as like a highlighting powder. You can use it to set. Of course, you guys know I love this one. The Invisimatte blotting powder from Fenty Beauty because it's bomb. I've already talked about it so many times, but I'm really impressed with this one as well, and I believe it was like $10. I got it at Walmart. So yeah, sometimes for me, Milani can be a little bit hit or miss with some things, but I really like what they incorporated. And I believe like the only other drugstore setting powder that I have that I really like is the Maybelline Loose Powder. So I really like that they have something like that as well. I thought it was cool. So I'm going to continue using that. But let me know if you guys end up trying this or you've tried this. Let me know what you guys think. I think they have two other shades too. They've got, what is it? They have a completely translucent one and then they have a deeper one. I think the deeper one is shade 03, something like that. So, yeah. Okay, so that's all for my PR, for my What About at Sephora, and then I want to talk to you guys about what I got for my foundation collection. And I've got a lot of foundations. This is an astronomical amount because I try a lot, and I always want to review stuff for you guys. So you're going to see that there's a lot. But before I start talking about those foundations, I want to let you guys know, a lot of you guys asked me about what I do for my smile lines. So, I mean, I have, like you can't see them when I'm not wearing makeup, but when I am wearing makeup, throughout the day I notice, and this is normal, that the makeup kind of like separates. I know, right? That I forgot my makeup remover wipes. Rhea, you're right. They're all on me. Sometimes I remember them, sometimes I don't, so today is the day. Okay, so, oh yeah, I wanted to let you guys know my smile lines. So I found two kind of primer products that help with that, and this one's kind of like more, I wouldn't say it's pricey, but it's in the like high 20s to 30s, but you get so much product that it's going to last you a long time. So I'm like, okay, if it's going to last you a long time, it's fine. So this is, how much do you get? They don't tell you. It's one of those French products that, okay, you get 0.5 fluid ounces. This is from Clarins. It's their Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch. And I mean, I've had this for a couple months, 2 months maybe. And you literally need like the tiniest amount. And you pat it in to your smile lines and you have to wait for it to dry. So there's this one. This is like my prep before I do foundation. Now that I've discovered this, I can't go without it. And then there's also the Strivectin Anti-Wrinkle Primer, and it's the Instant Wrinkle Blurring Primer. So This one is same kind of thing. You just use a little bit at a time. You get a little bit more product in this one. I believe it's 1 fluid ounce. And you just do the same thing. Tap it, don't wipe it. Tap it in, wait for it to dry, and then you put on your foundation. When you put on your foundation, if you have smile lines and you use those primers, make sure that you don't like wipe it, like wipe the foundation. And I want to use my brush. Like kind of, if you use a brush, just kind of like stipple it on there. If you use a beauty blender, same thing, just bounce on top of the area because you don't want to move that primer around. Especially like in the mornings if you're just kind of like trying to hurry up and maybe you didn't wait for the primer to dry down a little bit, you know. Marvelous said, here, is that Becca? No, this one is from Clarins and this one is from Strivectin. Clarins is Clarins. It's like a French brand. Now we can talk about my foundations. Before I do that, let me get some water because your girl's parched over here. I've been like talking my head off. Okay, so we have so much. Okay, so let's start with some drugstore. So I have Maybelline Fit Me. I have 2 shades of this. This is the Matte and Poreless line, 355 Coconut and then 368 Deep Golden. This combo is what I use like in the summer when I'm a lot darker, and I use Deep Golden like on my outside and then Coconut like everywhere else on the inside. Really, really like this. I have to be careful with what kind of setting powders I use with these. Because if I'm not careful, you know what? They're going to make me look gray. This is a very peculiar thing about this foundation. I know a lot of you guys have told me in the past that you had issues with these. But yeah, I mean, as long as once you figure out what kind of setting powders work with these, then it's going to be like a match made in heaven. It's not super matte, but it's like, it's kind of matte. You still might have to touch up. One of my favorite drugstore right now is the Superstay, the Maybelline Superstay, and this one actually comes with a pump. And I have a whole review and stuff if you haven't seen this one. This is really, really nice. The shade that I have here is Warm Coconut 356. And actually I have 2. I have 355 and 356 because I changed color like a freaking chameleon. I'm like 50 shades of brown. Okay, so Brown Girl Bella by Shannon B. You said the Maybelline never looks good on me. You know, try different powders because I had the problem of like I would put the foundation on and it would look so nice until I would put the powders. And then I would, like, an hour or 2 later, I'd, like, be in a darker room, and I'd be like, oh, like, why do I look gray? So try it. Try different. Oh, here's another good one that I have. I have the Black Radiance HD Mousse Foundation. So a lot of these I got, like, in summertime when I was a lot darker. I mean, you know, it doesn't exactly match me, especially like my chest is a lot lighter now, so I'm in a very weird like color matching situation in my life. But this is the shade Toffee. This is another really good one. Really like the kind of stuff that they have. Evelyn Cooper said, oh, where can we get those primers? I really need something like that for my smile lines. The Clarins one right here I got from Amazon. Clarins, here, I'm going to write them down in the chat. So Clarins Instant Smooth and the Strivectin Anti-Wrinkle. So I'm going to put them in the chat so you guys can screenshot it or write it or whatever you need to do. Anti-Wrinkle. I'm not sure where you can get the Strivectin one because they sent it to me and then I tried it out, but you can search on Amazon. I mean, both of them work really nice. I guess it's just a matter of your budget. They're going to last you a long time because think about it, like, you don't use that much product in your smile lines anyways. Also, more drugstore, right? So this one right here is the NYX Total Control. Okay, I really don't like this foundation. At first I was like, oh, it's super cute, and I bought this for a review last year. I don't like the drop method, and it also separates in the bottle if you leave it for a while. I don't like that. But also when you put it on your face, it kind of accentuates the texture, and that's one of my main problems, you know? Like, I like foundations that give that, like, smooth blurring effect, because even though I don't have, like, a lot of acne or anything, because I have, like, little texture bumps, if I have a foundation that doesn't have the blurring, it just doesn't look good. You're welcome, Evelyn. And so, yeah, I mean, let me know if you guys have any of these foundations. I always want to know what you guys think about it, you know? Let's keep the conversation going. Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, another drugstore one that I have here is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat. And I think I tried this end of summer last year. Honestly, it wasn't, like, remarkable to me. And I mean, as you can see, this is definitely not my color anymore, so I can't really wear it. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about it, but it wasn't my favorite, you know? Oh, I have the same foundation, just different shades, the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And this is the 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and I hate this foundation so much. Same thing as with the NYX one, it kind of emphasizes texture. I don't know, like, I could just not make it work for me. So that one was really disappointing. I also have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. And you know what? I bought this one, and I couldn't really use it because the shade was so red on me. And I kind of have, I don't know if you guys can tell, I have a lot of, like, golden yellow undertones, so it just wasn't a good match. Some people have said that it works really well for them, but I couldn't find something that was appropriate for my skin tone, so it's just kind of sitting there. I should probably toss it because I'm sure it's been in my collection for a long, long time. Oh, same thing. Here's another one that I don't like. This is the Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo. The problem with this one is they put SPF, which obviously shouldn't be much of a problem, but it's like a gray undertone. Nuh-uh, it's not cute. And this shade was Cinnamon. I like the idea of it, but, you know, it just, Who wants to look casket ready? Nobody. Nobody. So, I think, is that it for my drugstore? Yes, I think that's it for drugstore. So let's move to, like, the mid-tier range. The mid-tier range that I have here, this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. It's their Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. I really, really, really like this one. Brown Girl by Shannon says that you like the L'Oreal foundation. I really wish, I mean, maybe I would have liked it if I had the right color, but maybe I need to revisit it, you know, I'm not opposed to that. So this foundation, I really like this one. This is the shade 9.7. Obviously, it's a lot darker than I am right now, but I love using this one. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful finish. It doesn't irritate my skin at all. It's great. And then the next one I have here is the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. I love the way that this foundation looks. I think that it looks super natural. I have this one as a shade N90 and this is N100. But I think this is better for somebody who's normal to dry because I'm oily combination and I can only use this during like the cooler months, like late fall, winter, you know, like even now I'm a little bit too oily for this, but I do love how natural it looks. It doesn't look like, ooh, like she's wearing like cake. You know what I mean? So I like those. Also, oh my gosh, okay, so this foundation, oh my gosh, this is the Makeup Forever, let me switch my screen. So this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD that I have, and this is the shade R530. So I mean, when I first bought this is like my first foundation. I used to be like really, my skin tone used to be a lot deeper, a lot richer. Especially, I think I just moved from LA, so I used to spend a lot more time in the sun. I mean, look at this. This is quite the comparison. I miss being this chocolate. But as for the actual foundation, meh, not really my favorite, to be honest. I remember that it did emphasize texture, so I've heard a lot of people say really good things. I just haven't, I mean, obviously I haven't used this in a while, but, you know, it's not like the ish to me. It's just like, oh, okay, you know, it's whatever. One foundation that I really like here, this one is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Guys, this foundation is the ish. If you're going to be in the heat, if you're going to wear your makeup for a long time, maybe like a long work shift, like all day, and hydrating, like don't get worried about that if you're oily, because it's really more of like a matte foundation, like it just sets, but it's not drying on your skin. So I feel like a lot of different skin types can wear this. This shade that I have is 4.05, and I think it kind of fits in with my texture. I think I need to be a little bit more bronzed, but I love this so much. Like, it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't transfer. And you know who I heard about this from? What's her name? Alyssa Forever. She wore this, and I think she went to Vegas, and she was like, hey, I came back to the hotel room to touch up my makeup, and I was like, my makeup looks fresh. So after I heard that, I was like, okay, now I gotta try this. And it actually is really, really, really great. So highly recommend it if you live in a humid place, or maybe you just have a really long work shift. I think this one is going to work nicely, and it lasts a while. You get 1 fluid ounce, so you know, the normal amount. Also, well, these are the same foundations, but different shades. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. Now, I'm going to say this. This is only for somebody who wants a higher end foundation and it really looks like your skin, but better. I have 2 shades. I have 10 and then I have 13, which I kind of just use to mix together depending on what my current skin, you know, tone is. I really, really like it. Not much. I mean, I've talked about this so much in the past, but obviously it's like $62, $63. It's a lot of money, but you know, I like it. I think it's great. The next one, okay, so this one is the Cover FX. It's the custom cover drops. So these are like pigment drops, and what you can do is you can add them into things like your moisturizer. You can just mix it in with a primer. Anything that you want to add like a tint to, even SPF. So obviously this looks a lot more chocolatey, but yeah, I was like really dark the summer that I got this. I loved it. So you just drop like a few drops because it's pure pigment, but I think it's a great product. So like if you're somebody you're like a tinted moisturizer type of person, this is like a great hack for that. What else do I have here that I haven't talked about? Oh, I love this. This is my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. This is probably in my like top 5 favorites. I'm not gonna say my favorite, it's my top 5. This is the best like blurring foundation. I mean, if you know, you know. If you haven't tried it yet, then, you know, definitely get a sample from Sephora. You know, I think the hardest part is trying to find your shade because it's weird. Like, they'll go in one color and they'll oxidize, like, with, I like heard some weird noise. Sorry. They'll go on one color, but then they'll oxidize into a different color. So just make sure that obviously you, like, try it on. Like I said, get a sample, but it's really, really great. Next up, I've got some stick foundations and ones that I want to talk to you about. So the first one here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation, and this is really cool. This is the color Chestnut. I really like the formula of this. This is more for like matte skin types, and I think it depends on whether or not you're like a stick foundation kind of person. But I think it's really cool. The only thing is, you know, when I first got it, I kind of didn't get the right shade, so I like to mix it in with a more yellow-based foundation, but this is really, really great foundation. And I think the price point is really good. I want to say it's like in the 20s. That's how much it costs. Speaking of another great one, oh my gosh, where is it? Ah, it's right behind my computer. If I can reach it. Aha. Okay. This next one right here is the Sephora Make No Mistake Foundation and Concealer Stick. This is one of my favorite everyday foundations. It is, oh, sorry. Rhea says, have you ever tried a spray foundation? No, I haven't ever tried a spray foundation. I want to. People were telling me about the Dior. I forgot the name of it, but it's the Dior, like the one that you spray. But apparently it's kind of hard to control. You get it in your hair. So some people spray it on their beauty blender. I did get, what is it called? I mean, it's not spray, airbrush. Oh, airbrush makeup when I got married. So, I mean, that one was like beautiful and it does not budge. You could sweat, like your makeup is in there, it's staying. But you know, I feel like that's kind of like a special occasion kind of thing. So back to the Sephora Make No Mistake Foundation. I love this because I feel like it's affordable. I want to say it's $14. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the shade that I have here is Chestnut. Oh no, Walnut, sorry. Walnut, it's a really good one. The only thing is, if you do have smile lines like me, they will sink into your smile lines. So try one of those primers. With the primers, it's great. But yeah, I got nothing bad to say about that one. Next up, oh, this one is the Hourglass Foundation. And, you know, when you roll it up, my skin, but I can't stop smelling it. This shade here is Golden Almond, and it's really, really nice. You know what I like to do? I like to mix the ABH foundation stick and Golden Almond from Hourglass. For me, it's like a really good combination. Yeah, I mean, this is like your skin but better, but you guys have to be careful if you're super oily. Because it might not look good and it might kind of slide around your face. Other than that, it's really nice. And we still have more. Yes, Evelyn, stick foundations are so easy to travel with. They're nice. Okay, so this one is so sad to me because I used to love this. This was the Estee Edit. It's the Skin Glowing Balm. I don't know if you guys remember Estee Edit, but they used to be in Sephora. It was kind of like a younger, I mean, I'm not saying this, but they said it. It was like the younger version of Estee Lauder. So Estee Lauder owned it, and it was marketed for, you know, kind of like more trendier kind of products. So the Skin Glowing Balm was like the foundation, like a light to medium coverage foundation, and it really did look like you were glowing. And one thing, I'm so sad because they really, I think they shut down the line, so they don't have this anymore. But whenever I'd wear this, people used to be like, your skin, I mean, I have nice skin, but they'd be like, wow, your skin looks beautiful. And one day, somebody at MAC, I was buying something at MAC, and the girl was like, you don't even look like you're wearing foundation. Like, what are you wearing? And I was like, oh, this is it. So, not that you can get it anymore, but this is one of my favorites. It's unfortunately discontinued. Brown Girl Bella by Shannon B says, you are showing all my faves. I use that shade of Hourglass, and you are right about the oiliness. Yeah. I use a powder before and after to control the shine. Really? then I might have to consider trying that out. So yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay, that's a good little tip. Thank you, Shannon. Oh, the next one here, I have the NARS. So it's the Velvet Matte Foundation Stick. So this is like something that I got during the summer. And this was really, really nice. Oh, look how chocolatey it is. I miss being that color. But you know what? It's really not for oily skin. Something that I just have to put that out there. I might try Shannon's little tip there about the powder, but it does look really nice. It looks gorgeous. This, I said, it's the color Trinidad, and they also have a little sponge that you use, just kind of like doo-doo-doo, you know, and you can even replace the sponge. I believe you can buy replaceables. But I haven't used this in a while, obviously, because it doesn't match me color-wise. But someday, soon, I will. Also, what else do I have? Oh, I have the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And you know what? I have to say that, ever since I did that video and I compared the Natural Radiant with the All Day Luminous, you know, this one, I wish it had a little bit more blurring on it. In that video, you guys can really tell. You can see my smile lines. You can see, like, you know, I have some pores on my cheeks. You can really, really, really see those. So, you know, it's not a bad foundation. I think it's good, like, every day if you still want to look like every day. But, like, when I put on foundation, I want to look smooth. I want to look like I'm blurred perfection, you know? And then ever since, where is it? I found the Superstay foundation. I'm like, oh, well, then why would I even spend my money on the Weightless? You know, because the Superstay makes you look like airbrushed, as long as you can find your shade, you know what I mean? Also, I mean, since we're here, we're talking about NARS. We got to talk about the Natural Radiant. So, I love this one. I feel like, I don't know, when you combine this and the Tatcha Primer or the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, they look so nice, okay? But I do know that a lot of you guys that are really oily have a hard time using this. So, I don't know. Because since I have like just an oily T-zone, it's not that bad. I can manage it. If I really wanted to, I could put like powder before, you know, I added between my primer and foundation, I could put powder. So it doesn't give me a problem. But if you have dry skin, normal skin, oily combination, you're really, really going to like this one. Do I have anything else? No. I feel like those are all... Oh, no. We have two more. We're not done yet. This one is not really a foundation, but it's a lightening drop. So this is from Is it? Oh, The Body Shop. Okay. And what I do is when I have a foundation that's too dark, but not like several shades dark, kind of like one shade too dark, you can add a little bit of these drops. And I would go very light, just like one. And you mix it together and then you can adjust the shade. So if you have a lot of these foundations that you use that are just not the right color and you're interested, this is like a really good little product to try out. You just have to be careful. Don't like go ham. Like just add one drop at a time, test it, then another drop, test it, you know what I mean? And then this one, I actually really love this. I kind of forgot that I had this one. This is the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Compact Deep. And I really love this foundation. I feel like this is more of like a good light to medium coverage. But, I mean, listen, It Cosmetics is not known for their like vast shade range for deeper skin tones, unfortunately. So I feel like the reason why people don't talk about this is there's probably only one or two deep shades. So you really have to make sure that you find, oh my gosh, that you find something that fits you. And if you obviously can't find a shade, then I feel like it's kind of sad, like you're missing out on a great foundation. But I really, really do like this. It looks really nice on the skin. So yeah. Whew. I did talk a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This was really, really fun. And I'm hoping, I guess we didn't have any other technical difficulties. Starting today was like a really big struggle. But I had fun with you guys. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this live stream. And I hope you guys come back next week. 5:30 is Eastern Standard Time is what I'm trying to do like every week. I think that's pretty good. But if you guys don't have any questions for me, I mean, obviously, you can ask questions. I'm here to answer your questions. But if you don't have any questions for me, then I'm gonna go make my dinner, enjoy the rest of my Sunday night. I hope you guys have a fabulous Sunday, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, I should probably tell you this. I am changing my schedules, and it's gonna be for video Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just because I feel like it's probably like a good time when you guys are not busy for me to like upload, you know, and you'll actually see the notification. So, with that being said, I love you guys, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your evening. And until the next video and the next live stream next Sunday. Toodles!